When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists from duluthnewstribune.com will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at duluthnewstribune.com.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Thursday, June 29th. I'm Wyatt Buckner, the Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union's services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. Police are investigating the circumstances of a man's death inside an Iron Range home. The Gilbert Police Department said Brandon Lee Bushman, 35, of Babbitt, was found dead in a Biwabik residence at about 3:30 p.m. Monday after a 911 call was placed. The city of Biwabik contracts with Gilbert for police services. Police said the body was transported to the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office. A report from the office determined that there was no evidence of trauma or injury found during the autopsy, and final reports of toxicology will not be available for several weeks. Bushman's body was discovered in a chest freezer in the basement of the house, which has been unoccupied since February this year. The older style chest freezer, which was off at the time of the body's discovery, locks automatically when closed and is not capable of being pushed open or unlocked from the inside, police said. Anyone with information about the case is asked to contact the Gilbert Police Department at 218-748-2225. Duluth Playhouse is opening a new performance space within the North Shore Theater Complex, adding a second stage in addition to the historic auditorium. The Lab, as the new venue is known, will operate as what theater artists call a black box, a small performance space designed for flexibility with movable seating. Black box spaces are often used for relatively new and adventurous work, as will be the case here. Duluth Playhouse will present its next season of underground shows at the Lab, starting with Misery from October 12th to the 21st. Underground shows in the last season were presented at the Zeitgeist Teatro. Previously, they played in the St. Louis County Depot space now known as Studio 4. The closest precedent for the Lab is the Playground, a black box space Duluth Playhouse maintained in downtown's Technology Village from 2005 to 2012. What is now the Lab has been hiding in plain sight, its street-facing windows covered in decals advertising Playhouse productions. For decades, it served as a retail space, even as the adjoining theater was transformed. The company's holdings now also include a building it's calling the Annex, which sits just a block north from the North Shore on the corner of 1st Street and 2nd Avenue East. Once the Shrine Auditorium, the building was most recently home to the Encounter Skate Park. Last year, Duluth Playhouse also purchased a condominium at Waterfront Plaza in Canal Park to house traveling theater artists. About 50 people showed up at Clyde Iron's malting building in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood Tuesday evening to learn more about evolving design concepts for West Superior Street and to weigh in on what they did and didn't like. James Gittemeyer, the city's senior transportation planner, noted that the neighborhood already faces disconcerting income and life expectancy disparities compared with the rest of the city. Jody Slick, founder and CEO of Equilibrium 3, a Lincoln Park nonprofit organization, said residents also rely more heavily on public transit or non-motorized transportation. She noted that 27% of people, aged 18 to 54, in the lower portion of Lincoln Park live with disabilities and about half lack regular access to a private vehicle. This segment of road in question runs from the Point of Rocks, the locally well-known outcropping located next to the M&H gas station, to the Ore Docks. That $25 million grant through a federal program called Rebuilding American Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equity, or RAISE, should cover a good portion of the cost. But the city will need to find other additional sources to cover a bill that could well top $38 million. A more refined design will be submitted for public review and feedback in the fall of this year, before the project is put out for bids in 2025. If the current schedule holds, construction will begin in 2026 and continue through 2027 or possibly 2028. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to you by the News Tribune's Best of the Best Awards.
Happy Thursday, Duluth. West-southwesterly winds about 5 to 15 miles an hour will transport temperatures to near 80 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy in the morning with a chance for a few showers and a stray rumble of thunder developing later in the day. Those will be hit and miss. Overnight tonight, that chance for a shower or stray rumble of thunder still possible. Temperatures falling to near 60 degrees. Then on Friday, mostly sunny skies up to 82 degrees. For Saturday, partly cloudy, 80, still around 80 on Sunday. And a weak cold front on the way for Monday that'll knock us back into the 70s. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Jesse Ritka.
Thank you to the Best of the Best Awards for their support. The contest is an annual celebration of the best Northland has to offer when it comes to businesses and organizations that make the Northland a better place to live. Nominations are now open and accepted until July 14th as the first part of the competition. Voting will take place August 7th to August 21st. Nominate your favorites at duluthnewstribune.com. Reporting for today's episode was done by Tom Olson, Terry Caddo, Jay Gabler, and Peter Passy. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.